so sorry.
I can't imagine what it's like to lose a father who didn't kidnap you.
Pastor was an amazing man.
Yeah, well, at least he's with God now. And Jesus, right? Is with Jesus up there too? I know there's a third one. It's a ghost of...
Silence, usurper.
Corky, if there's absolutely anything you need, please just say the word.
The word. Sorry, you have to laugh in times like these.
Yeah.
Tiff,
Could I ask you to take care of the pastor's funeral? I can't.
Of course, I would love to. Daddy left very detailed instructions, and his funeral must rival the King of Kings himself.
Oh, a giant stone to roll in front of his tomb a la Christ the King, a gold casket a la Tut the King, NDAs for his affairs a la Martin Luther the King, chicken a la King. Wow.
Well, at least the church is sending him off in style. Oh, as if. The church is completely broke. Turns out, living in a jet that never lands adds up.
$370?
That's right. 0370 episodes.
My God.
It's like we did not stop one fucking bit during the pandemic. And more importantly, we are live, fully Pfizered, and 5G'd up the fucking yin-yang.
Yeah, we're third week back in the studio. So far, everything seems to be working okay.
And more importantly, we are tackling the pallets of beer. Before, we were at 19 basements full of the beer. Now we're at a good 17.
Yeah, we're doing okay here.
We're doing fine. We're doing it live.
By the way, this is TV10 Podcast episode 0370.
That's right. That's me, Tommy Milagro, right over here.
And me, Bill Frost, over here.
Hi.
And yeah.
We're just rocking and rolling now in the Sugar House Studios.
Yeah, I had a weekend.
You did.
I had a weekend, yeah.
A weekend where you were out and about?
Out and about both Friday and Saturday night.
The fuck?
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
It's like you were trying to mingle with people.
I know, it's weird. It's fucking weird, I'll tell you that, but I got it done. And hi, Matt. Saw him.
Oh, hi, Matt. How are you doing?
One of the few people I actually know in real life who listens to this thing.
Yes, and also I want to say from the Chakra Lounge, hi, Keely. Yes, I'm that guy in the mask. That's the one you interacted with.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have a Keely listening?
I'm telling you right now, the ladies love the Lucid Luchador.
Okay.
Which is going to be the title now.
Ladies
love the Lucid Luchador.
It's a nice play on ladies love Cool James.
No one loves ladies. The ladies don't love Cool James. Nah, not after NCIS.
Not anymore?
No, or which acronym was he on again?
He's on NCIS Los Angeles.
That's the one.
Yeah, he's also the host of the Still in Limbo not Bar Rescue. The other one from Paramount, Lip Sync Battle.
Oh God.
Yeah, you know why that one's in limbo, right?
Because Nick Cannon?
Because Chrissy Teigen's been canceled.
Is she really?
She was the co-host of Lip Sync Battle with LL Cool J.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chrissy Teigen's been fucking canceled.
See, that's why you want to scrub all your tweets as much as possible, Chrissy.
You'd think so, yeah, but no.
But that's okay. We will forgive Utah's own Chrissy Teigen.
Utah's own?
Yeah, she is Utah's own.
Really?
For a spell.
All right.
Ask the Morning Zoo. You know better than I do. They know better.
I haven't seen them in a year. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's right. We've been hunkered down in the basement.
I wonder if they return to the studio and they don't invite me. They just keep me on the phone. Think that could happen?
Yeah.
Huh? All right.
They do it for me. But what are we drinking here?
Oh, yeah. This week's sponsor, Sugar House Distillery, good old vodka.
Yes, the OG sponsor of TV10 Podcast, mixed up with love and tonic water, courtesy of Booze Tea.
Yeah.
We did a little run, Chola Furiosa and I
think I requested whiskey and you got vodka instead, and rum also, but that's cool because it is summer and it's only like 150 degrees outside, so
look,
drinking light.
we have to keep it light and fresh, and we have to boil away the pandemic pounds as much as possible.
Oh yeah. So very tasty drink here.
It is so refreshing.
And got kind of a busy week of new stuff premiering.
How'd you get that done with all the being around people?
Well, I had this afternoon.
Oh, okay. That'll do it.
We've talked about this show. I'll keep reminding people to check it out. A lot of people already love it. Working Moms on Netflix. It's a Canadian import, created and starring Catherine Reitman, daughter of Ivan of Ghostbusters fame.
No kidding.
Yeah.
There's another talented Reitman.
Oh, yeah. You might also know her as Maureen Ponderosa from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No.
Or a.k.a. Dead Tooth.
Really?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah. So Working Moms, it's about working mom, a group of moms in Toronto and their daily lives, and wackiness ensues, and it's description doesn't really do it justice. It's actually very fucking funny.
Maybe if you take away the Canadian thing.
Maybe, yeah.
And just say it's really funny. Which station is it on, or how can people...
Netflix.
Oh, okay. Mostly we're saying this to our Canadian listeners. Mostly you, Jamie.
Yeah.
I know you're listening to this.
It's on the CBC, I believe, in Canada, and it's on Netflix here.
When you get onto Manitoba Time, that's the one you got to watch.
That's one of my favorite Bob Seger songs, Manitoba Time. Looking on Manitoba Time.
That's right. And
we're gonna have to pay royalties for that, probably.
Fuck me.
Damn it.
All right. Hang on. Let me get the change out. Let me get the budget here.
Yeah, break up with the coin purse.
Honestly, that is our budget at this point.
Yeah, also, I'm very excited about this on that. By the way, Working Moms drops on Tuesday. On Wednesday. I'm getting ahead of myself. On Wednesday, season 2 of Dave.
Oh.
A show I had no hope, no expectations for whatsoever when it premiered last year on FXX.
And?
It's about a white Jewish rapper in his late 20s trying to make it, he thinks he's the next Kanye West. Uh-huh. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's no Kanye, but...
Is this one of a damn it or of a thank goodness? Which camp are we talking about?
Well, I'm glad the series turned out to be much better than I expected it to be.
Okay.
Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
AKA Dave Bird. He's the star of this show, and it's really fucking hilarious.
I've mostly been seeing the commercials, mostly with him dancing with an anteater.
Yeah, there's that.
And the fuck?
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
I don't understand either, other than someone was tripping balls.
Yeah, so I would highly recommend, if you haven't yet, check out the first season of Dave on Hulu, and it'll premiere on Wednesday, and it'll be next day on Hulu as well. And did you ever see a zombie series? This is from 2 years ago.
What was the name of it?
It was called Black Summer.
Black Summer.
Black Summer, yeah.
Nope, I can't say as I have.
Starring Jamie King. This is season 1 premiered in 2019, and then some stuff came up last year, so they weren't able to get back to finishing the second season. But
really, what happened last year?
I don't recall, but now they finished it, and now it's Thursday on Netflix. I believe it's from the people who also did Z Nation, but it's not a comedy.
That's a problem.
It's a serious zombie apocalypse thing.
Isn't it always a serious zombie?
Well, Z Nation wasn't.
I know, but why do they all have to be serious? I mean, why can't they be fun romps like Zack Snyder's? Never mind, I answered my own question.
Oh my God. And for Paramount Plus, first they rebooted Rugrats for no reason.
Because it was there?
Yeah, because they owned it and said, sure, let's do this, and it's all CGI animation. Now they're bringing back iCarly.
Huh?
iCarly, nearly 10 years after it was the most successful kids sitcom ever.
Right.
But Miranda Cosgrove and all the gang are back, but now they're in their, 20s? Mid-20s?
So basically they're ancient.
Yeah, they're too old for this, but they're doing it anyway. I don't know why.
No explanation, no reason, no rhyme. We're doing this.
Just because we have the money to throw around and we own the name, let's just do it.
I get the feeling somebody has a blow problem.
Maybe.
I think
possibly,
that's what it is.
And I'm also pretty stoked about this one as well. This is on Apple TV Plus, dropping Friday. Physical, starring Rose Byrne. I don't know if you've seen commercials for this or not.
I did see it, and I was like, what in the name of Olivia Newton-John is going on here?
Yeah, she's this is set in the 80s, 1980s in San Diego. She's a sort of a directionless housewife to I believe is a senator, played by Rory Scovel.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And so one day she runs across an aerobics class in the mall, just completely by accident. She gets really into it, and she eventually becomes an instructor, and she becomes obsessed with the lifestyle. And then she launches her own VHS tapes empire. So it's basically a spin on the Jane Fonda story.
That's it. That's what I was trying to remember. And it's like, I've seen this before. This has haunted me. Now I know.
Yeah, kids. Back in the 80s, you couldn't pull shit up on the internet. You had to buy VHS tapes to do your aerobic workout at home.
Oh, and don't forget, there was your Betamax, and then there was VHS.
Yeah, Betamax was superior, yet it didn't survive.
Of course not. Neither did video recorders or VCRs.
They had a good run.
Yeah.
They had a damn good run, but it's just weird that Betamax lost out in that war, and it was a superior format. And why am I going on about this?
Because we're trying to remind people that we're in the 2020s, and this is the year that
we are
things are better.
Sure, yeah.
I'm trying to go for that.
And got more good stuff coming up on Sunday. Rick and Morty, season 5.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what's going to happen. Doesn't matter.
Just accept the fact that Rick and Morty are going to do something very schwiffy.
Yeah. They're going to get schwifty with it. Also, season 2 of Evil. Remember that? Starring Mike Coulter, Luke Cage.
Yes.
Yeah, as the sexy priest.
Is there any other kind?
So they're kind of Scully and Muldering their way through, demonic happenings with the little IT help from Asif Manvi.
That is always the best part.
Yeah. First season was pretty good.
Yeah.
I really liked the first season, but here's the twist.
All right.
It is no longer on CBS. It is now on Paramount Plus.
Of course it is.
Yes.
Because why should we have good things on network TV anymore?
And so also in here is Michael Emerson from Lost playing a villain again.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a pretty good one at that. He might be the devil. We're not sure yet.
Might?
Is.
Thank you.
Totally is.
Yeah.
Let's go with that, yeah.
You could smell the brimstone.
And also on Sunday, here is the high concept new TV series of, maybe the year. It's called Kevin Can F Himself. This is on AMC.
Okay.
And it's sort of a dual story of, it's a play on the Kevin Can Wait, King of Queens kind of thing, where you got the schlubby husband and the hot wife who's out of his league, but it works anyway.
Yeah.
So half of it takes place in laugh track sitcom land.
Oh, God.
Every once in a while, she has some sort of psychological break. This, by the way, is starring Annie Murphy from Schitt's Creek.
Oh, okay.
And and all of a sudden, she's in the real world and fucking miserable. And it's like, how do I escape this sitcom life? It's really, you got to see it to figure it out.
See, I feel like we've already seen this in WandaVision.
Little bit. Little bit of WandaVision here.
So,
but this was in production, I believe, long before WandaVision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this has been kicking around for a while.
Like, how long are we talking here?
Several years. I think this concept predates WandaVision.
Wow.
Because I've been reading about this show for years.
Okay.
So it's finally here.
It got out of developmental hell and...
yeah, it looks fantastic, what I've seen of it so far.
But
Annie Murphy is just fucking great.
But here's the problem, because there's going to be those wonks that are out there going, that is so ripping off the Scarlet Witch. That is ripping off Vision. Paul Bettany is a treasure.
Yeah, well,
I want my liquor.
Fuck those people.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is on AMC. If you happen to be an AMC Plus subscriber, I don't know anybody who is, but maybe you're out there.
Yeah, every once in a while I get those offers.
I would love to hear from any of you who might be a AMC Plus subscriber. I'd like to know if you exist.
So here's what happens with me. Every once in a while on my Roku, it just says, hey,
you want this? You want this? Huh?
I swear to God, it is thirsting for me at this point. You want to subscribe to this?
That's the one thing I don't like about Roku. They're always trying to sell you something.
Yeah. and I don't need to be sold on shit, all right?
Look, I already bought your fucking streaming device. Quit
Yes.
throwing ads at me.
I love you, Roku. I dig the stream bar. Worst ad ever. But we don't need you to throw shit at us all the time.
Google TV doesn't do that to you.
No, it doesn't.
Just saying.
It'll probably just capture all your information.
True, there is that, but at least they won't throw ads at you. But yeah, if you happen to have AMC Plus, you've already been maybe watching this because it premiered like weeks ahead of time over there on that.
Now, that does bring up a question since we're talking to AMC. Better Call Saul, what's the timetable looking like? Have you heard? Or?
Don't even know.
Okay. So everyone that we're jonesing for, just calm your tits. It'll be fine. It'll come soon.
I'll see if I can find something here.
Well, I will definitely say, though, because this did happen to me the other day. Speaking of Roku, I was trying to find a movie, and it went, hey, you want to check out the Criterion Collection? Wouldn't that be great to see all those great old movies?
Aren't you a movie snub?
God, yes. I could feel the film just creeping through my screen. All the film that was film. And I just said, nope, I'm done. You were fun for a while, but
You don't
go
want
away.
want the Criterion Collection?
Not for $10.99 a month. Fuck that.
Okay, latest word on the next season of Better Call Saul. Early 2022.
Okay.
So not this year.
So we'll have to wait another year until we find out what goes on with Kim. And what season did we leave it on? Season 5, I want to say?
I don't recall.
I don't recall either. So it's not going to look good for Kim, folks. Just be aware of that. But you can temper it with nobody.
Yeah. Also has some sad news for you Clarice fans, all 3 of you out there.
Let me guess. Canceled?
Well, it was there was talks that it was going to move to Paramount Plus, where it does very well. Next day streaming after CBS. The ratings on CBS proper broadcast are just garbage. Like no one's watching it, but it's doing pretty well on streaming. So therefore, there were talks of moving it permanently to Paramount Plus. And then there was a falling. See, this is all inside baseball shit. MGM, the company that produces Clarice, is in the middle of being acquired by Amazon Prime Video, and so that kind of fuckered things up. And then so MGM just decided like they don't want to talk to Paramount and CBS anymore. They just said, "Fuck it, we're done. We don't want to make a deal," even though they're going to be losing money on the whole thing if they walk away.
So are we talking millions or billions with a B?
I think more like around millions with an M.
Okay.
But they're walking away from a lot of money because they don't want it on a competing streaming service to Amazon Prime Video.
That's their complaint.
That's kind of the gist of it, yeah.
Okay. On one side, I understand the reasoning because Jeff Bezos. I get it. However,
God forbid he lose some money.
However, he's going into space pretty soon.
Yeah.
He'll probably die. It's a wash.
Yeah, doesn't it not trouble anyone else that all these super rich zillionaires want to get off the planet?
Yeah. Not really.
No pause for concern there?
No.
What do they know?
That the poor are down on the planet. That's pretty much their thinking right there.
The Luciferians are getting off the planet.
It's all about the lizard space people. The lizard space people are trying to invade this planet. But you can block out their signals by getting onto the aluminum pills, which you can subscribe over at InfoWars.
Oh, so you ingest the aluminum instead of wearing it outside.
Because it blocks you on the inside.
That makes total sense. I totally understand that. Okay.
Oh, God, I really wish Melissa Merlot could be here to enjoy this. Melissa, we're doing this for you.
I'm sure she's not listening.
Oh, she better.
Yeah. So it looks like Clarice is not happening for a second season. Oh. Sorry to impart that.
Someone's going to be broken up. Not me.
Also, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, also totally fucking dead now.
Okay, has it been called? Has it time?
Yeah, we have time of death sometime last week. It is not going to Peacock.
Okay.
NBC canceled it, and it's not going to Peacock. So, yeah, it's fucking donezo.
It's not getting peacocked. It is getting kerplunked.
So maybe there were two of you who watched Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. I don't know.
Well, maybe they were just watching Peter Gallagher and his acting eyebrows.
True, yeah.
That is the only reason.
Wasn't a bad show. I think maybe Crazy Ex-Girlfriend did it better.
Yeah.
And also, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend managed to last for 4 seasons instead of 2.
Which, actually, if we're going to get real technical about
Sure,
this,
all right.
it lasted longer than Flight of the Conchords. And
yeah.
that's because, and the only reason I'm bringing that up as a comparison, original material.
That's right. Gotta write them songs.
And all you New Zealanders, they're going, but come on now, Brit and Jermaine, they were very good. Yeah, fuck you, and just enjoy Hobbiton, all right?
So apparently, yeah, with Flight of the Conchords, it was like too difficult to act, produce, and write songs for a TV series.
Meanwhile, a woman could do all that.
Yeah, Rachel Bloom somehow managed to do it all on her own, almost.
Yeah.
For the most part.
And she laughed her way to the bank for 2 more seasons.
Yeah.
Britain, Jermaine.
So there's that. Not to get down on Flight of the Conchords or anything.
No. It's still a fine show.
It's a stellar 2 seasons.
Yes. And if you're going to argue, fine. Quality versus quantity. Okay. Oh, end of argument.
Yeah. And speaking of arguments, it's about time.
Oh, I think it's time to hit the music.
And sports, Tommy Milagro. Go team!
From the sports desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver to you the sport of professional wrestling, shortened edition.
Well, you've been out seeing some of it in person, right?
I have been seeing quite a bit there as I've been away on assignment, but thankfully, as a man with an MBA who writes for SlamWrestling.net,
Drink. Jesus.
I have been catching the local stuff at Devoted Championship Wrestling, the local outfit here, and of course, there's also Dive Wrestling out in Utah. Yeah, Dive Wrestling.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Well, that's out in Ogden. So
really,
yeah, North Stabbington.
I gotta imagine Ogden wrestling is hardcore,
right? Of course it is, and it's always good to see local wrestling and all its glory, which you can catch all this on either Twitch or in the case of Devoted Championship Wrestling, you can catch all that on the CW30 every weekend, by the way. But of course you can see it live.
You keep calling it Devoted.
Did I say devoted? Yeah. I mean devotional. That means
I think it's just devotion. I think devotional has something to do with the church, and you don't want to get in on that territory.
Yeah, no. Christian wrestling is also hardcore as fuck. That means the genius juice has really kicked in. We're just performance artists, Your Honor.
Yeah, nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain mixing up the vodka and tonic here. Anywho, oh God, I'm going to get in trouble. Anyway, well, let's talk about the major wrestling outfits that are out there right now, starting with the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance. 2 big announcements. Number 1, William Patrick Corgan, Billy, of the Smashing Pumpkins.
Despite all his rage.
Yeah, he is still a rat in his cage.
Yeah.
Announced that they are going to hold 2 pay-per-views in St. Louis, Missouri. Now, now St. Louis is as he puts it, the emotional birthplace of the National Wrestling Alliance, which is true.
All right.
But here's the reason why these 2 pay-per-views are important. Number 1 is going to be MWA's 73rd anniversary show. 73 years of the NWA.
Jesus, okay.
But the first night, an all-women's pay-per-view, executive produced by Mickie James, formerly of the WWE. And she is working hard and is going to be seeking talent. This has got quite a bit of buzz here. We're going to keep up on this story as it develops here at the Sports Desk. Hopefully, maybe I'll get a chance to go out there and see it in August. So it's going to be August 28th through the 31st is when that'll happen.
Real? You think Slam Wrestling is going to pay for send you out there?
You're adorable. And No, but it would be cool just to see wrestling outside of Utah, which is a good time to bring up. And we talked about this. SummerSlam coming to Las Vegas, the Allegiant Stadium, where the Las Vegas Raiders play.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, you remember that football
Oh
team?
yeah, yeah.
The sports ball.
That's still going on.
That's I think it's a thing. I don't
Okay.
know. But that's going to be held on August 21st. That's the one I'm angling for press. Because, only a man with an MBA that works at slamwrestling.net.
Okay.
Drink up, bitches.
Okay.
We'll be covering that as much as possible. I might just be filing my reports and sending it on the Mojo Wire.
And any wrestling making its way to Salt Lake?
As of right now, no big plans yet for
All right.
major outfits. If there are, we'll talk about that as they keep opening up. It is looking pretty good, so hopefully AEW will come back this time. Speaking of which, AEW is just chugging along. They're still doing their thing, and they are going to be
Getting bumped to Fridays.
well, only because of this other sports ball thing.
That's why they're going to TBS.
Yeah, it's this,
So they don't get bumped by
yeah.
sports ball.
Yeah, you've heard of the sports thing, NIBA? NIBA playoffs or something like that?
Yeah, the National Baller Authority.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, the Ballers. No, not the one with The Rock and Rob Corddry.
Yeah, sort of a obscure little outfit. Yeah.
Yeah. Although it was great because it did have John David Washington. So,
All right.
just saying.
Okay.
But that being said, Major League Wrestling is still plugging away. They have been going on their YouTubes, talking about all the signees that they are drafting for their Battle Riot 3, held in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on July 10th. And they've got some new signees, some returning faces like Davey Richards, but it's also going to be blue chippers like Alex Zane, the suplex assassin, and they even got some other names from AAA, so there's a working arrangement there. Plus, they've got Mil Muertes, now King Muertes, in MLW.
Okay.
And also, if you recall, Lucha Underground, Dario Cueto.
Early. Okay.
Yeah, he's now Cesar Duran.
Okay.
So, because MGM, I'm thinking their contracts are a fucking nightmare.
Yep.
Let's be honest, kids.
Okay.
And for anyone that's saying, no, that is slander. No, it's out in the papers, all right? Just fucking relax there.
Papers. Okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Podcasts on Pulp. That's it.
So it's a blog you print out.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay.
the one you're talking about. But finally this is going to be a busy week for the Lucid Luchador here. Not only am I going to be writing some interviews from stars from Major League Wrestling like Filthy Tom Lawler and Alicia Atut, the interview queen. I'm going to be recapping NWA Power on the Fight TV, as well as my new column is coming out, featuring the films of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Now, I'm sure we talked about this last week.
A little bit, but
Yeah.
not by much.
How many films are there
there's-
total? How many did you feature, and how many are there?
So I try to do at least 2 to 3. Mostly
Okay.
it's been 3 of late.
All right.
He did have a bit of a film career. I would have covered The Condemned, but it's already been covered by slamwrestling.net.
The Condemned.
The
All right.
Condemned, yeah. This is before they had an MBA on their staff.
Okay, here we go.
The ones that I did cover, though, that you'll be reading about are The Expendables,
Of course. Okay.
then Tactical Force, and Recoil. Now, Recoil is kind of a bit of a treat because it has Danny Trejo in it.
Of course. Okay.
That's all you need to know. It's going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin and he's going to be mud stomping a hole into everybody's asses.
Yeah, this is Recoil from, 2010?
2011,
Okay.
actually.
All right.
But
You can watch that on Prime Video or Tubi.
yes. And, actually, you could also
And
see
Peacock.
it on... And the Peacock, yeah.
Jesus, okay.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
Tactical Force.
Tactical Force.
That has Michael J. White and some other faces.
Both of these movie posters or DVD covers or whatever they are anymore, thumbnails,
Video on demand, let's be honest.
look exactly the same.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. Those two movies I mentioned, Tactical and Recoil, both are by Nasser Films, based in Canada.
And they're available on the same places, Prime Video, Tubi, Peacock, and Vudu.
And the only way you can see that is wherever your streamings will allow. And that's the bottom line, because it's sports.
And sports, and Tommy Milagro, go team.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, this one, I got to check this one out.
Which-
Tactical Force, because Lexa Doig, I never get her name right, but she was Andromeda from the series Andromeda.
Exactly.
A very excellent Canadian actress.
Now, I did notice some of the actors did do some work with other TV shows like Stargate and
Michael
the like.
Shanks, yeah, he's in there.
It is quite the Canadian works of art, I have to say.
All right.
Which is really weird that they featured a Texan, but maybe it's like a Manitoba thing. I don't know.
Meanwhile, while I was looking up Devotion Championship Wrestling,
Thank you.
not devotional,
Look, the
not-
genius
not-
juice is really hitting strong.
not devoted, it's Devotion.
Yes.
Think Devo, the band, with a tin on it.
You mean a shun?
Yeah, a tin.
A shun.
They got. I might want to get me one of these T-shirts. It was pretty good looking T-shirts on the merch page here.
I think you need to go to their next show.
They have one. They have one for the Devotion Championship Wrestling podcast, no less.
Yeah.
We don't have T-shirts.
Of course not. We don't have a budget. We just blew it right now with that Bob Seger song. Thanks a
True.
fucking bunch.
Oh yeah, that's going to clean us out for the month. Okay.
For the month? Aren't you?
Year. Okay. Whatever.
You're precious.
Okay. Let's tell the people what we believe they should be watching harder out there on the TV things.
I'll start off with the Bad Batch. Still fucking great.
All right.
I'll even say Superman and Lois. I'll say that to my dying fucking day.
Okay.
And of course, if you want that feel-good show, Dark Side of Wrestling, their latest one on Dynamite Kid. Wow.
Yeah, I gotta get caught up on that one.
Yeah. Oh, it's not gonna be feel good. It's just not feel good at all.
Yeah, I now that Hacks is over, I've mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. Gene Smart, fucking hilarious on HBO Max. Excellent series, and it has been renewed for a second season. If you were already watching and want to know if it's going to happen some more, it is.
Yay!
Yeah. Also, the really liking the current season of Lucifer. Talked about that a little bit last week.
Another great DC title.
Oh yeah, very excellent. And the two shows that got picked up after they got canceled elsewhere. Flack, which was on Pop, which you can be forgiven for never having heard of it because it was on Pop.
It was a thing.
It was a thing, yeah. Flack starring Anna Paquin as a a very ruthless public relations person who goes to extremes to protect her clients, and she's also. Season 1 was pretty dark. She's got some demons. Season 2 went even darker.
In short, she's Raina Donovan.
Yeah. So that is on Prime Video. Flack, 2 seasons, about 6 episodes, about 12 episodes total.
Oh.
It's very short seasons.
Actually, let me throw another one into the mix.
All right.
Loki.
Of course, Loki, yeah.
That one is
I'm going to need another episode to get, into full-on geek mode on this one. I like the first episode, but I wasn't blown away.
I think I dig it a little bit just because it's Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, yeah.
And for everyone that's thinking, well, this is kind of not...
I really just love the psychoanalysis of Loki. I was like, what What's your deal? What? Why are you like this? What's your deal, man?
So you're going to be dealing with Midgard, aka Earth. So then you're the king of Midgard, and then what?
Then what? I don't get it, man.
Yeah, I really am trying to understand the psychological stuff.
I really like that part of it because I did not expect that to happen.
And for everybody...
Explain yourself, Loki.
Now, for everyone that's thinking Tom Hiddleston being recruited, it's not going to work, I counter...
He's a wild card.
Well, first of all, I would say go back to Amazon Prime, watch The Night Manager.
Oh, yes.
So
yeah,
that sets the tone, which makes watching Loki that much easier. Right. And plus, it's just fun to hear Loki say, "I beg your pardon."
But you're the god of mischief. Why, man? What are you doing?
Wait a minute. Infinity Stones? You have them here? Yeah, we just use them as paperweights.
Yeah. And, so besides Flack, another one, Tuca and Bertie, which is now on Adult Swim. It was previously on Netflix. Ali Wong and Tiffany Haddish voicing a insane cartoon.
Yeah.
You don't really need illicit substances to watch it.
Nope.
It might help, but you don't need it. You might feel like you're on a trip just watching it.
We at TV10 Podcast would never peer pressure you.
No, not at all. No,
indirectly.
I'm just saying it's a lot.
Yes,
so.
I would never peer pressure someone to drink that hard, even though I have an MBA that works at slamwrestling.net.
Oh man, this is brutal.
Someone's got to do it, and plus, it's refreshing. It
very much so is. Yeah.
Yes, even though it's a drink for rich women to lose pounds,
which is fine. Vodkas for rich women on diets, or whatever it was.
Something like that. You almost have the Ron Swanson mustache.
Yeah. And, so you should also reach out to us on all the things. TV10 Podcast at TV Tongue.
TV Tongue Pod.
The TV Tongue Podcast.
Which is a devotional sponsored.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so reach out to TV Tongue Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Gmail, all at TV10 Podcast. Yell at us. Tell us something. Tell us something we missed. Tell us something we got wrong. Tell us something we got right. Rate us on the things. Do whatever the fuck you want. Just do something.
And Ted, we love your feedback. Don't get us wrong. Context. We ask so little.
Maybe his ploy is to make us watch A Million Little Things and This Is Us to figure out what he's talking about. That's pretty diabolical if that's what he's going for.
You gotta ply us with booze, man. That's the only way it's gonna work. You gotta ply us with booze.
But you're the god of mischief. Then what?
So you're pretty much doing the whole Midgard thing, and you're going to rule space. That's it. You're ruling space.
It's a lot of space, man. I don't know.
And it just works with his twang.
Yeah, works very well. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Talk to you next week. I believe we'll have a guest next week if all things align.
Yes. Will
the guest be in the studio?
We're working on that.
Okay.
Here's the problem. We have to pin her down, and then we have to jab the Pfizer needle in her. That's the only way the 5G is going to stick. Well, yeah.
Okay, couldn't we just Johnson & Johnson it?
We could.
Okay.
If we're going to slum it. So.
Have you heard us? Are you familiar with this podcast?
Point taken. Hey, yeah. Uncle Joe Biden, you got those vaccines? We'll take a couple.
Asgard, why? Okay, good night, America.
Okay, and jiggle that handle. It's time to flush.